Give me my ring. Give me my ring. Hey, hey. Give me my ring. I need my ring. I need my ring. I need the finer things. I gotta get to the throne. I'm with the winning team. I couldn't do it alone. So give me my ring. Give me my give me my ring. Give me my ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight at the Trinity Christian School boys ring ceremony for the basketball team. We've got, well, former head coach now, but state champion head coach Williams with us. Coach, how you doing tonight?
Doing great. Great day.
Yeah.
Great day to be a Crusader.
That's it, always.
State champion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's talk about these rings, right? That's why we're here tonight.
Yeah.
How does it feel to get this bling for you and your guys?
Man, it's awesome. It's a long awaited journey.
Yeah.
It took us a while to make it. First time in school history. So we're just honored to be able to get the rings tonight and be able to represent the school and most importantly represent the Lord.
Yeah.
Because without him, it certainly wouldn't be possible.
That's it.
He helped us every step of the way, and just great kids. We just had a fantastic season, and the Lord helped us to finish strong in the end.
That's it. That's
Yep.
it. Coach, you said it, historic, right?
Yeah.
What is it like for you? I'll brag on you, Coach. What is it like for you to step in 1 year, state champion, and then head out? What does that mean for you?
Well, I mean, I have to give credit where credit's due. I learned under two of the brightest, sharpest coaching minds that this part of the country's ever known, and Coach Clinton Thomas and Coach Paul Williams. So I learned under those guys. So they taught me so much, and you know, the past 3 years with Coach Paul, I learned a lot about how to win, and both of those guys are state champions. So thought it was only fitting for me to learn from them and become a state champion too.
That works. Yeah. And like you said, give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
Those two guys for sure. And Coach, you're a great coach, but you had some great players this year. Highlight some guys. Talk about this group of guys.
Yeah, I tell you what, you know, the senior group really stepped up. Had Henry Williams, Jim Coleman, Matt Carswell. Henry and Jim were just dogs for us all year. You know, Henry was a dog on the offensive end, and Jim was a dog on the defensive end, and they made the plays when we needed them to make plays. And then you had, you know, Will George, who's just a shooting machine. He made big shot after big shot for us, you know, and he would, you know, within 2-3 minutes period of time, 5-point game, we're up by 25, you know. And then you look at Big Anthony, Frank Woj, AFW, you know, as you guys like to call him. I mean, he controlled the boards for us. And then, you know, the big freshman, Hayden Clay, I mean, how bright is the future for that kid, you know, 6'8", 6'9". I mean, kid was so smooth for us all year long, all-state kid as a freshman. And he would have double-double games. I mean, he basically averaged double-double. He had, you know, even in that Final Four game, 17 points, 16 rebounds. I mean, that's just crazy. And then started out the championship game with a big steal for us, you know, and just was really a go-to guy when we needed to get something inside. And he and Ant gave us so many extra points or extra point chances by getting offensive rebounds. And then, you know, a lot of times on the defensive end, it was one shot and we had the ball and we're heading the other way. Yeah. And then, of course, we had being Castro Poveda coming off the bench, and he was huge for us, had some big games, and anytime somebody got in foul trouble and needed a break, he was ready to step in, and we did not drop off. So those six were incredible. Of course, the bench, you know, they supported us all the way through. They were tough in practice, and just a team effort all the way around.
Yeah, no doubt. Especially practice, you got to have those guys, right?
Yep.
Man, just hearing you run down that lineup, man.
Yeah, and you know, not to leave anyone out. I mean, the coaching staff.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, you know, Coach Robbie Foskey. I couldn't have done it without him.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, he was so good at practice planning. He really helped us with that, and he really helped us on the defensive end. I mean, we spent 75% of our time in practice on defense, and that really paid off for us in the end. Yeah. And then you had Coach James Martin, who stepped in huge for us and always was a contributor. and then Coach Nick Lewis, just a huge contributor for us as well. These guys kept the bench in the game,
Yep.
and they kept me aware of what was going on. So incredible coaching staff, incredible kids, the guys from the past, that helped us put us in the position we were in, and then, all the way up to the administration and the athletic director, along with our fans, parents, and I mean, just incredible support.
No doubt, yeah. Incredible support for a incredible run. I'm just reminded of those last couple of games. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
And now the dust has settled on it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
How does it feel, Coach? Because I'm sure at first it was, wow, state champion. But now, as things have settled and we've got the rings, what does it mean to you that you're able to say, Trinity Crusader state champions?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I can go back and watch highlights and watch the games, and I'm not technically taking everything apart, and I can just enjoy it right now, and so I've really entered into the state of enjoyment. There was so much excitement right afterwards. It's just a great joy, and to be able to enjoy it now, and be able to celebrate with these guys and the Trinity family, and just kind of look back on, man, what did we just do, and like I said, without the Lord's help, no way we could have done it.
Right.
And even that practice before the state championship game, we started out with prayer. And then there's several times the coaches get together and we'd look over our shoulders and the guys would be huddled up praying. About 4 different times the guys just huddled up in prayer. And, it was a battle, and we needed every bit of help we could get in that game. We had already gone 3 times against those guys and had not been able to solve the case against them. But finally, I felt like going into that last practice, I felt like we had an incredible plan. I felt like the Lord had given it to me. We had the matchups, and it turns out we were able to frustrate them enough on defense, frustrate them enough on offense for things to start going our way in that second half.
Right, and they sure did.
Sure did.
The scoreboard showed it.
Yeah.
Now we got the rings to show it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Coach Williams here, state champion with the Trinity boys basketball team.
Al sells cars well at Dublin Nissan.
Henrietta sells cars well at Dublin Nissan.
Jay sells cars well at Dublin Nissan.
David sells cars well at Dublin Nissan.
Scott sells cars well at Dublin Nissan.
Dylan sells cars well at Dublin Nissan.
We do cars well every day at Dublin Nissan.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense.
Ask Curry Maffett Insurance in Dublin if auto owners make sense for you.
Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're still out at the state championship ring ceremony. We've got, the 2 dogs, as Coach Williams put it. 2 dogs, 2 seniors, Henry Williams, Jim Coleman. Boys, how we doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm great, brother. I am great. Hold on. Let's see it. Let's come on. We want to see. There it is. Them state championship rings. How does it feel, Henry? You got that thing on.
It feels great. Been waiting for it a long time.
Yeah. Let's talk about the journey to get that thing, right? What a crazy run. Let's take it way back to beginning of before the season started, right? Tell me, Henry, would you have expected to come out of this thing state champions?
I had hoped we would. I knew there was going to be a tough journey. There was going to be some good teams in the way, but I always knew we had a chance at it.
For sure. Jim, what's the secret for this team's success, man?
I think we stayed together. We were never turning on each other. We played together as a team all the way through, no matter if we were getting beat or winning, but we just stayed together all the way through.
Sure, and I can remember back, I scrimmaged y'all a little bit now, and so I'll take a little credit. But I can remember back, right, you guys were, about to be the seniors, and I can remember Jim and Henry, things would go down. Y'all two were keeping it up, right? How important was that for y'all throughout the season to be these verbal leaders on the court for you guys?
Very important. That's one of the most important things is just to keep your guys up when they're not hitting shots or they're just messing up on some things. You just got to talk to them and lift them up instead of putting them down.
For sure. Jim, tell me about that leadership that you carried throughout the year, I'm sure.
I think it's important just to have your guys know the mindset that you have so they can replicate that.
Now, Trinity, 40. This is a title 40 years in the making. Am I right about that? Roughly, something like that. What does it mean for y'all to be the team? Because there's been some great teams throughout the years, but for y'all to be the ones that say let's just finish the deal, right? We'll just finish this thing off. How does it feel to y'all to be the ones state champions?
It's crazy. It feels amazing that we finally could accomplish it in our senior year. The best way to go out.
Yep. So, and you guys, both seniors, or just graduated, right? Yeah. So, what's the plan? I mean, our viewers, we really are just dying to know where are Henry Williams and Jim Coleman headed? Now with the rings on the fingers.
Like, where are we going?
Yeah, where are you going? What's next for you?
I'm going to play basketball at Sunrise Christian in Wichita, Kansas.
Okay. Tell us about Sunrise. What do you know about it?
It's a post-grad program, and I'll be there for a year.
Okay.
And we pretty much travel. We're in Kansas. We play a lot of teams in Kansas and Missouri, and we come over to Massachusetts, Connecticut, Florida, and just play teams around there and play JUCOs, prep schools, and other post-grads. So it's just get me some exposure, get me to try and get college coaches to see me and see where it goes from there.
For sure. It's sounding like a great decision. And Henry, we look for great things for you from that. And now, Jim, what's the next page for Jim Coleman?
I'm going to Sanford and Birmingham, Alabama to play football.
Okay. And that's your brother's there as well?
Yes, sir, he is.
What does that mean to you, put them pads on with your big brother?
It's awesome. It's cool being able to go and watch him play and then be able to suit on with the same uniform that he had.
Guys, thank y'all so much. And we know the Crusaders are going to stay hot because y'all as leaders, we expect that to just keep on rolling into next year. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all stay tuned. We're going to talk to some more of these guys. This is Jim Coleman, Henry Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We've got a couple more, I'll just say, faces from this TCS state champion team. First, let's see the rings. How are we looking?
Yeah. Looking good.
Not bad. What do we think of the rings? I mean, of course you had expectations.
They look good.
That thing is sharp right there, brother.
Nice and shiny.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Oh. State championship ring, and we've got Will George here with us in BCP. Not sure if I said that, but if you remember the TCS games, you remember the shooters, Will George and BCP. And BCP really 6-man coming there. If you need a little spark, he's gonna give that to you. So guys, how does it feel to you to be able to put this ring on? Let's start there. Will, how does that feel?
It's definitely something special, especially from just this whole year. I mean, Coach John, he's really one of the best coaches I've had, the best coach I've ever had in basketball-wise. And so, I mean, that really just he obviously put God first, so that was a big thing, a part of this year.
That's huge, brother.
Yeah.
BCP, tell me about that ring, brother.
Yes, sir. I mean, it feels good, obviously. The hard work paid off, and, I mean, we grinded to get there. So, I mean, it feels good. It paid off, and we get to wear this ring now.
For sure. You talk about the grind. Let's talk about that. Y'all were in here day in and day out. Tell me about these practices that led to this state championship, Will.
We started each practice with the Bible verse. Then we did some 2v1s just to get a body moving, did some stretching. And then we got into like the main part of practice. Maybe if it's like, we call it cutthroat. We just play like an offense versus defense, 5v5. Just get the ball moving quick. And then we'll go over plays and all that stuff.
Gotcha. So you've mentioned you start with the Bible verse, right? Mm-hmm. You talked about how Coach, he going to keep the Lord first throughout. Let's speak on that for y'all. How important is that for y'all? Because, I mean, look, we want to win basketball games, but we know what's most important, right? So how important was that for y'all throughout the year?
Well, I think that just in general, keeping God first is our main priority, should be our main priority. Sure. And Coach John really just put that in perspective this year. He's like, I mean, you don't think about it much because you're on a basketball court, but he made it real bold to us this year that it's more than just basketball.
Yeah. BCP, talk about that. How your team was able throughout the whole year, it really sounds like to me to keep the Lord first, keep God first.
Mm-hmm. Well, Coach John just really pushed us. You know, he tried to always, like, no matter we win or lose, he would always just bring it back to the Lord. He'd always keep us right and just make sure we're following with him and being right with the Lord always.
There you go, brother. That's strong. And look, I call it, dead eye, sharpshooter, snipers, whatever you want to say, right? I'm going to give it to both of y'all. Where'd you get the shot, brother? I mean, it's crazy. You got to tell us.
A lot of hours in the gym.
A lot of hours in that gym?
Oh, yeah.
And BCP, is it the same for you?
Yeah, it's just you got to keep working at it.
Yeah. Tell me about that. I mean, I'm sure we got some young viewers who want to. I mean, they want to shoot like Will George. I want to shoot like Will George. So, Will, tell us, how important is it to be in that gym and put in the hours, put in the work?
I mean, it's real important, especially if you want to do something in basketball. You got to put the work in. Yeah. You got to make it become muscle memory. You can't just go out there game time and just expect to be able to shoot the ball like Henry does. I do. Ben does during the game.
That's it.
You got to do something to prepare for that.
Yeah, no doubt. And look, so Henry and Jim gone, right? You're losing your big guys. Now you two got to fill some shoes.
Sure.
Tell me about that. I mean, tell me about the pressures of that, and how are you planning on continuing this success into next year?
I think there's a lot of pressure. I say especially there's a lot of pressure on me being the only senior on the team. I just feel like I got to push them, but I can't push them too hard to where they don't like me anymore. You know what I'm saying? I got to push them to a limit because I know how good we can be. I mean, we can be a really good team if we put the work in, respect Coach, do what he says. Because Coach Bristol, I think he's going to be really good for our team. Right. So that's really going to be a big part of it.
For sure. And now BCP, you're going into your junior year. How do you plan on leading this year?
Well, I think as a team we need to all get in the gym this year, and in the off season is grind. And I mean, without the hard work for us to have a back-to-back successful seasons, we need to put in hard work. So that, and just follow what our coach says. He's going to be a real good coach, and he knows what he's talking about. So if we just listen to him and keep with him, we're going to have a good season.
No doubt. And look, yeah, that's right. And you got to put in the work, like you say. Nothing's given for sure, and you hit on Coach Bristol, right? New coach. Tell me about Coach. How many times have you met with him and things like that?
Oh, he moved in from Tallahassee. He coached a really good basketball team last year, so he knows what it is coaching a decent squad. But we played about 20-something games in June, and we were probably 20-24-6, I'd say. Strong. Yeah, we played really well. That don't mean anything at summer ball. They could be missing their football players, but I mean, we really I feel like we all just clicked with them real quick. So I'm really excited for this year.
Yeah, no doubt. Look, we know we got a great coach rolling in. The pieces are still there. We still got the big dogs down low, AFW, Hayden down there as well. We got our shooters. We're gonna be ready to work. So, guys, we look forward to it. Basketball season will roll around soon, so y'all keep up with these TCS Crusaders. This is BCP and Will George.
Hey Dublin Lawrence County, thanks for 25 great years here at Mellimore. Packing and shipping, of course, is what we do, but if you need that passport photo, we're here for that too. We're here Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30. We're here to help you here at St. Patrick's or any time during the year. Look forward to seeing you here. Come see your friends here at Mellimore. And on behalf of everybody here at Mellimore, thanks for 25 great years. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and air conditioning unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new unit, Amana offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff can help you today at Allen's Heating and Cooling. Your Amana dealer. Amana, last and last and last.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We've got the big men. I mean, look, I would say rarely have our viewers seen guys taller than me, but we've got Hayden Clay here with us and AFW here with us. How we doing, guys?
Good.
Pretty good. AFW's pretty good tonight. So, and we are pretty good, right? Because we got the bling, we got the rings. How does it feel? Yup. How does it feel for y'all to put these things on?
You know, it's really special. I mean, not many people can say they won a state ring in their high school career. So.
For sure. AFW, how does it feel for you, brother? You got that thing on.
Oh, it's the first time, my first year. It feels really good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And, you know, you come, remind me where you coming from, AFW.
I'm from Nigeria.
From Nigeria, okay. So, and what if I would have told you before you came you'll be walking in the TCS a state champion? That would have been nice, right?
It's been hard to believe.
Right. So tell me about this journey for you, man, where you've come in, stepped in here, and been a part of this basketball team.
It's been phenomenal. I got here, they accepted me as one of them. go through the plays, and we did the job.
That's it. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Hayden, tell me about your other big man, AFW. Y'all got to have a connection here. This got to be the
my
big
man right here. He always pushed me in practice.
Yeah,
we wouldn't have done this without us pushing each other.
Right. And look, y'all are the two bigs. You talk about practice. Y'all, I'm sure y'all are pushing each other every day, right? Tell me about that in practice, and how important is it to push each other like that?
It's really important. You can't get better without better competition.
Yeah,
so
right.
all the small guys, it wouldn't really be translating the game, but had Big Woj right here to help me.
Yeah, there we go. And guys, you're about to be junior.
Yes, sir.
About to be a junior, about to be a sophomore.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me about that. You're one year under your belt, 1 year under your belt as well. Now y'all you were leaders last year, but now you're losing some of your guys, so you really got to lead, right?
Yes,
tell me
sir.
about kind of stepping into the leadership role, and what is your plan there?
No, I don't really think it's much of a big step. We were pretty big leaders last
Sure.
year.
Yeah.
So hopefully just go 2 for 2.
Got you. There we go. And so y'all played some summer ball, right? Will George said y'all got some good games in. How did y'all perform? How did the team perform overall?
Oh, it was great. New coach stepped up, so the team's chemistry is already there, and the coach's chemistry just kind of brought it all together. So
Awesome.
we're doing really good.
Awesome. AFW, how'd you do? How'd you fare in the summer?
Pretty good. It was all right. Although we were really tired because we had to play 12 games in 3 days.
That is wild. That's summer ball, though. You got to get that conditioning. You got to get the conditioning. Yeah. So, AFW, I hear you're playing football. Are we getting Hayden Clay out there?
We're trying to get him out.
Come on, Hayden. Just come out, brother. You good? Just putting them pads on.
Okay.
AFW, so tell me about how's the football journey been?
It's pretty kind of hard trying to switch into a new sport, trying to adapt to all of that because I never played football, and with my size and everything, I should be able to dominate out there.
I think so.
So we're trying.
I got you. That's awesome, brother. I think they're right, AFW. You got the size. You'll be dominant on that D-line or wherever they put you. So, guys, state champions. Just one more time, brother. It's history making. Tell me about the journey, right? Or let's go back to the day of the state championship, because I remember Hayden Clay's monster dunk at the beginning of that thing. AFW with some huge plays as well. What was that game like for y'all?
It was intense. It started in the locker room before. We was all hyped pregame, and then came along and put Anthony on the star player, and he locked him down.
Yep, I remember that now. And I believed in him the whole time. Tell me, because you were going Goodrum, right? Yeah. So tell me about that decision and stepping up into that.
I felt like I didn't need to do much on the offense. We needed to shut somebody down to win, so I had to do the job. I had to take the step and stop him.
Right. And we know we got the offense, right? We had the shooters, we had y'all down low. Defense was where it was going to be won, and that's what happened. You shut him down, we take him out, we'll take a W. So, state champions, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you want to call them, Twin Towers, I'm not sure, the big dudes. And we look forward to this season as well. They're going to be dominating the paint offensively, defensively, push out football, AFW for sure. Hayden Clay maybe, right? Yep.
Maybe, yeah.
Hayden Clay might be out there. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's the big guys from the state championship TCS team. Appreciate it, boys. And that is a wrap for the TCS state championship ring ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, we are glad to stop in and talk to these guys. Been trying to talk to them since the state championship, but we finally caught them here. They got that bling on. Don't forget it, Trinity Crusaders 2022-23 basketball state champions, boys basketball state champions. Don't forget about it. History-making season. Go back and watch those games. We got them all up on our YouTube page, TV35. Check those out. Don't forget this historic run. Trinity Crusaders, boys basketball state champions.
Give me my ring. Give me my ring. Hey. Give me my ring. I need my ring. I need my ring. I need the finer things. I gotta get to the throne. I'm with the winning team. I couldn't do it alone. So give me my ring. Give me my. Give me my ring. Give me my ring.
MedFirst is committed to service and quality care. Located on Hillcrest Parkway near Fairview Park Hospital, we're built on the philosophy of continually providing new, and effective services to meet the healthcare needs of the communities we serve. We have a complete inventory of all the latest in-home medical equipment and appliances. Also, the latest technology in seat lift chairs is displayed in one of the largest medical showrooms anywhere. MedFirst has become a leader in sleep therapy services in the Middle Georgia area, as well as home respiratory services. Roger Folsom and the team at MedFirst look forward to taking care of all your home medical needs. So call us today at 478-274-1900 or come by and see us at 1204 Hillcrest Parkway.